Joseph R. Pierce, Petty Officer First Class, Aviation Electrician's Mate, retired. They're called guided missile frigates. DLG, I'm trying to think, well, one of them means that it's a destroyer, type of destroyer. It has missiles. It was a guided missile frigate. That's what the G is for, the guided missile frigates. And yeah, that was on two of them. And what happened, I went over on the Standley, came back at Christmas time. The electrician who was on the crew that replaced me fell in the net, and the net broke. These are cables. These nets made out of cables. Well, it wasn't taken care of well, I guess, and he fell through the net, and probably the screws got a little dinner from the body. So they call me up and say, hey, you're going back over, because you're the only qualified guy who's not already in another detachment. So I said, aye, I'm going. And I went there, and the sad part was, the other electrician, he went to school with me at Imperial Beach. He went to A school with me. He and I had the same expertise. The guy that fell over his side was a qualified inspector. He was totally checked out on everything. And when he saw me, he said, where's the electrician? I said, me, Joe. And he's like, oh, we're screwed. Because between us, we had been in the Navy for like 2 years, you know? We didn't know how to fix autopilot or some of the more, you know. We had the same experience, so it was just two of us. And we had the tech rep, the commanding officer, the ONC of our det, said, how hard could it be to fix this? And you take the book out and start going. So we got the tech rep from Naples to come aboard, and we got the planes fixed. Whatever. One airplane, you know, how hard is that? Pretty hard. Because I did them back to back, I'm not really sure which one I was on. They're identical ships, by the way. In the first cruise, we were up in the nose with the First Division, the Deck 8 guys, the bosun's mates and stuff. In the second cruise, we were under the flight deck with the gunner's mates. And there was one point at which we went into the line of death. Gaddafi said, you come within 200 miles of our shore, we'll blow you out of the water. Okay, so they took our helicopter, put it back in the hangar. They put a gunship, well, it was an H-3 with a gun in it, and they put him on the deck so that they could go get our pilots if they get shot down. Well, they didn't get shot down. We saw the blips of our planes coming, and their planes turned around. There was no battle, you know. And I never heard anything about it in the news. It was pretty amazing. But it was the line of death, and that was about as close to any kind of confrontation. When I first went over there, it was HSL 30, and when I came back, it turned into HSL 32. And I'm not sure if that happened while we're still over there or when we get to Norfolk. But HSL 30 turned into what we call a RAG outfit. They're a training outfit. So they were like the squadron that they went to was HC5 on the West Coast for helicopter school. So yeah, they changed designations because the mission changed, you know, and the airplane changed. By the time I got out, we had a H2 SH2F. So it was, it was a little bit different. They made a lot of modifications. They put torpedoes on it, and yeah, it was something.